What's up everyone? In this video, we are going to talk about why Jett might fall out of the meta pretty soon. Also, stick around to the end for a giveaway announcement. Except for a small period after release, Jett has been one of the most important agents in Valorant. She's super popular for obvious reasons and has been a seemingly integral piece to nearly every single pro strategy. That's why I was super surprised to see Korea's #1 team, and arguably the best team in the world, Vision Strikers, not pick her once during the opening matches of the Masters 1 tournament. Instead, they ran the following: Killjoy, Omen, Raze, Skye, and Sova. After watching all of their games so far though, I think that this might be the best and most consistent lineup to play in all of Valorant. And here's why. Information. Valorant is a game where information is king. Knowing where opposing players are on the map is the most powerful tool that you have to play the game well. This is why cheats like wallhack can be such a problem. Even bad players can look extremely good if they know exactly where every other player is, so just imagine what a group of experts like Vision Strikers can pull off. There are two main ways to get information in Valorant. The first is very straightforward and is basically the main tactic of every duelist in the game. Run in, make some noise, peek an angle, and see if somebody shoots back or throws utility at you. This is a pretty effective route to go, except for one major issue: you can die. The second way is to use utility for information, and this is why Sova has been considered to be the best agent in the game by nearly every pro. Now take a look at the Vision Strikers composition. We have Boombot from Raze, Turret, Alarm Bot, and potentially Nano Swarm if the other team shoots them from Killjoy. We have 3 Guiding Lights, aka Flashes, from Skye. We have a Trailblazer, aka Dog, from Skye, and we have Seekers, Skye's ultimate. And on top of that, there's the Sova. There is literally nowhere you can hide from these 5 agents on the map. So let's take a quick look at a couple of rounds by Vision Strikers to get a better sense of just how powerful this new agent composition is. So in this round, we're going to be taking a look at the match point round between Vision Strikers and NewTurn, and it is on Ascent, and Vision Strikers is on Attack. And right off the bat, you can see that there is a Killjoy Alarm Bot set up right outside of B main. This is basically just to stop any sort of flank. Then let's go ahead and start off the round. See that the defending Sova shoots his recon dart out into middle. You can also see at this moment that the first Guiding Light from Skye is also coming out, and this one is going to go into B main. It's going to explode, and I'm not sure if it flashes the Killjoy. There's no player perspective for that, but at the very least, it gives Vision Strikers some further information. Either if it did flash somebody, there is somebody playing that angle and they are maybe pushed up into B main, or if it doesn't, make the blinded sound, then they know that there is nobody playing in B main. They have a split going on with 2 players over towards A and 3 players over towards B. And here is the second piece of utility that's coming out. We can see that there is a a Trailblazer being sent out by Skye. This is also going to check B main, and this is just to sort of confirm, okay, we saw that it disappeared quickly, which means it got shot by the Killjoy. So now Vision Strikers knows that there is somebody holding that angle. There's something called informational decay, where the longer it's been since you have been notified of where somebody might be, the worse information that is, and could potentially become hazardous because you might think that somebody is behind a corner and they're actually behind a different corner. So it's really important to continue to check and to continue to gather information to be able to make better and better decisions. They throw another Guiding Light. So these flashes are not really meant to execute onto the site. They're simply meant to gather information. And we also saw a little bit of a mistake turret placed there. It was supposed to go up here on this ledge because this will allow the turret to peek into the sort of middle pizza area, which is another piece of information that they could work with. So they're gonna go ahead and replace that turret. We can see it right there. Again, this will peek into the pizza area. Also, of course, we'll be able to see up here. And this is really just kind of securing a push from the Raze because there has really been nothing to stop him. So this timing window that they've been able to hit to get the Raze up catwalk is all enabled by their information so far. Finally, we see our first piece of Sova information coming out. It's the drone. And this is a very crucial piece because now the Sova, who's been lurking over here, is going to find out that there is an omen, and they're going to combo that with, again, a third guiding light. So this is the execute that they ran earlier, where they throw the guiding light and then they throw the omen smoke into the back of CT, just like that. And then they flash through, and then they say, you know what, we're actually going to go to A because we saw that there is an omen over there, and that omen has now teleported, presumably, over to the B site. And so they expect that this smoke and this fake execute play will draw players towards the B site, and they will be easily able to go towards A. They get a nice little pick there. And again, I just want to highlight information being very, very important. Killjoy alarm bot placed right here as one of the main entry points for the retake. They go into a retake setup, and they also know that there is a potential Killjoy lockdown for the defenders that could come into play. So they already have rotated their sky towards this area of the map, and they're gonna play off of this alarm bot to potentially flank around with the sky. They place the turret here as well to get some information from potentially the tree area. Killjoy ultimates go down, sort of coinciding, and because they save this Hunter's Fury, we're going to see Zest now be able to destroy the defenders lockdown, and then the rest of Vision Strikers can play to defend theirs, which is under Heaven. And also, we know that Stacks over here on the sky has information that there is a Killjoy or somebody who triggered the alarm bot over here in the tree area, probably waiting for this lockdown to time out. And as a result, to be able to walk up, get a super free, easy kill to win the match. So in this round, we have Vision Strikers on attack on Icebox against New Turn. We see that there's the first little piece of potential utility gathering right here, the Killjoy turret placed by King over on the A site, and then the rest of Vision Strikers is split up between middle and B. So now as we play this one forward, we're going to see the first little bit of utility coming out from Sky here in just a second. He's going to throw the guiding light through middle, and they're going to use this to get the omen teleporting forward. So not only does it explode and tell them that there is nobody there, but if there was somebody there, it would potentially push them off the angle and allow for the omen to jump forward. And then we also see that there is a drone coming out over here. So now Vision Strikers is creating a little bit of chaos because they're using a drone to gather information, make noise over at B. The omen has teleported forward, and there's been a guiding light coming through there. So now Vision Strikers has some pretty deep map control, as we can see right here. So we're going to see that this drone gets followed out by the Rays. RB is going to blast pack up onto this little shipping container, and he's going to throw out the boom bot as well. And so the drone gets taken out by the two players at B, and then the boom bot also heads up like this to interact with these players. And we also have a seeker coming out as well. And what this is going to do, get information that there's two players holding yellow over on the B site, and the seeker will charge under the tube and find out that there is nobody playing in that area. And then here's where the real information comes in, because they have seekers available on their sky. So Stacks drops the seekers, and now Vision Strikers can basically just kind of watch what those do. And one of them goes towards B, one of them goes towards A, and a second one goes up middle towards A as well. So now Vision Strikers knows that there is for sure only 2 people at the A site and 3 people over in the kitchen/B area, which means that if they act fast enough, they're going to have a 5 against 2 to take the A site, and they also have this omen who is lurked really deep in. So we've looked at attack examples, but I want to also show how useful this could be on the defensive side of things. So right off the bat, we can see that Vision Strikers is on defense here. They have an alarm bot in middle, and then right off the bat, we're going to see a guiding light. So Sky throws out a guiding light. It is going to fly out into the A main area, and it will then tell them, hey, there's people here. But then again, we have a second guiding light coming out to recheck, see if they have pushed forward. The raise also peeks out afterwards to sort of try and get some more information as well. Now we're going to see the drone coming out through middle. And this is also an important piece of information. See, the drone dies, and that means that now Vision Strikers has confirmed that there's 2 players on the catwalk. So there's players on cat, and there's still players here. Just to be safe, we're going to see another guiding light that just came out. And this one is sort of to, reconfirm that there are people pushing up A, and also to blind the drone to deny information to the attacking team. And you know what? Let's be 100% sure that this is where the hit's coming from. We see the Trailblazer is now running into A main just to make sure. And sure enough, it dies immediately, gets information that there's at least 2, maybe 3 players close. And now we're going to see the rotations coming in from the Sova. And once again, Vision Strikers are really, really well set up because, I mean, sure, they're taking a 4 against 5 here on A, but that's usually about as good as it's going to get for the defenders when you are facing an attack, is to have a nice big stack at that site to defend. So there you have it. Despite being one of the originators of Jett's popular flash and dash combo that made players like TenZ, Scream, and RB look like absolute gods, despite having the best Breach in the world on their team and one of the best Jett players, Vision Strikers have clearly decided that letting utility do all of the work is the way to go. To be clear, they did run Breach on Split, but that was the only difference in their composition, again opting for Raze over Jett on RB. The coolest thing about this composition though is that they don't lose out on anything if you actually look at it. They have a heal from Skye, they have flashes as well, and they have a high-flying, fast-moving entry duelist with Raze, who sort of serves the same purpose as Jett, being able to blast back in instead of dash to open up sites. But they also have a better picture of what is happening in every single round than their opponents do. And what do they say? Knowledge is power. I also want to say before I end the video that I really appreciate all the support I've been getting on this channel. So many comments are like, hey, you deserve more subs, and I very much appreciate that. I figured maybe we can do something to make that happen. Help me get to 5,000 subscribers by sharing this content with your friends, Discords, or subreddits, and I will give away 5 bundles of Valorant points valued at $50 a piece. So you can look as good as you'll play after watching this content. Thanks again for watching, and we will see you next time.